Hello everyone, welcome to the part 2 of the TSI fractions part. We're going to be talking about multiplication and division, so hopefully this is a little bit easier than the addition subtraction. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin with our warm-up. So go ahead and give this one a try. So keep in mind this 3 and the denominator, if you don't remember, is over 1. So go ahead and pause the video and give this a try. Okay, so the same thing occurred here. They don't have the same denominators. I have a 1 right here and a 5 over here. So we're gonna need to make these have the same denominator. So a common, at least common factor here would be actually 5 times 1, which gave me 5. So in this case, this is already 5. So I'm gonna leave this entire fraction on the left on its own. But this one is a 1, so I'm gonna multiply by 5, multiply by 5. So in reality, I have 2 over 5 minus 3 times 5, which is 15, divided by 5. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see that now that they have the same denominators, I can go ahead and subtract like I normally would. So 2 minus 15, well, that's actually going to be a negative, right? Negative 13 divided by 5. Because the negative 15 was way larger than the positive 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and learn about today's lesson. So we're gonna go ahead and see. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and see. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna go ahead and see what happens when we go ahead and multiply and divide. So right here, whenever you see multiplication, let me go ahead and put it right here, multiplication. We can go ahead and see that we multiply straight across. So a times x, right? You go ahead and multiply it, and b times y. So ax stayed in the numerator, by stayed in the denominator. Alrighty. The next thing that I want you to go ahead and see is whenever you're working with division, you can go ahead and see that the second fraction, the one that's being divided, so in this case xy, the one after the division, all you're going to go ahead and do is actually multiply by the reciprocal. So I got a over b. We clearly saw that my x and y went ahead and swapped, right? They got the reciprocal, so it's going to be times the reciprocal, which was xy, now is y over x. So it's like that. And you do the same thing, guys. You go ahead and multiply these. And now I got ay over bx. So go ahead and pause the video, write down the information. Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and do this let's go ahead and practice some of this. So 1/2 times 3/5. So it's multiplication, so we can multiply straight across. Numerator times numerator, and then fraction, denominator times denominator. So go ahead and pause the video and let me know what you get. Okay. So we multiply 1 times 3 in the numerator, that gave me a 3, and 2 times 5 gave me 10. So not that bad. Multiplication tends to be a little bit more easier than our division. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the next one. Ooh, division. So 1/10 divided by 2/5. So remember, this is the same thing as saying 1/10. You see the division right here, so I'm going to go ahead and swap them, right? So it's going to be the same thing as multiplication by the reciprocal, which is 5 over 2. From here, we can go ahead and multiply like we did in our last example. So this is going to be 5 over 20, right? Because 2 times 10 gave me 20. And I can reduce this. I can simplify this as if I divide by 5 on both parts. I can go ahead and see that I'm going to have 1 over 20 divided by 5. That is 4. Okay. So 1/4 was my solution. Okay. All right. Go ahead and try the next one. So go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and give this next one a try. Okay, so multiplication right here, we can go ahead and multiply, and we get to see 1 times 5 is 5, and 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, and we can go ahead and see that this is an even number, this is an odd number, so we cannot simplify here for this example. Okay, ooh, variables. Well, keep in mind, guys, you're still working with multiplication, and we've known how to multiply variables since middle school. So let's go ahead and multiply these together, right, and get our new fraction. So 2 times 3 gives me 6, and x times y gives me xy. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, alrighty. Go ahead and try the next one. Okay, pause the video right here and give this one a try. Okay, so I got 5 over x, and now I have division of this fraction right here. So it's going to be the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal, right? So it's going to be the same thing as saying y over 1, and this will give me 5y over x as my solution. And none of this is like terms, so we can go ahead and leave it as it is. Okay, so this is pretty much how to multiply and divide fractions. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. If you do need help, please send me a Teams message, email, or a text. Okay, as always, guys, it's been a pleasure, and thank you.